It's your boy Testicles, and my last Torchlight 3 video got a lot of dislikes, and I understand why. This comment says it all. Look at this, from Valkyris84KT. Dude, this was alpha a year ago, and it's been in closed beta since February. I've played about 150 hours of it throughout the changes since it was original Torchlight Frontiers. I never heard of that title. A free-to-play game on the Arc network. Then they rebranded due to the community saying, hell no! Your look into this game is insulting and or insufficient. True, I'll admit it, you're right. When you are actually playing the 25th beta build or 26th, I lost count. This isn't super. What can I say? The guy totally got me. I didn't know about this because all I heard about this game was the trailer shown off at that like little event thing showing off PC games or whatever. It was pretty lame. But I saw this, saw it was early access. I was like, oh wow, I really want to play it because, you know, I like Torchlight 2 a lot. Torchlight 1 was pretty dope. But I didn't know it was this far into the game. Like, that's embarrassing. I thought that was alpha gameplay. That's how bad it is. And I was giving them a little soft critique here and there, like a little tap on the bum, you know? But now I gotta go full on throttle and smack that ass, because this is not right. So we're gonna go back into the game. I've already played 30 minutes to maybe an hour off this camera. It's not gonna be live. I'm just gonna talk about the things I liked and the things I didn't like, because there are positives, okay? There are positives and negatives. That is a fact. We can't just hate the game entirely. But there are mostly negatives now from the information I've gained, so let's just get right into it. Alright, so we're going to get to my points very soon. In the background, I'm going to play clips that show off exactly what I'm talking about, and I'll just let it run through as I'm going through the point until we get to the next one. Just to let it flow and you have something to watch. Anyways, let's get to the first one, and that's how the health bars look kind of weird. Because when you hit an enemy, sometimes the health bar doesn't look like it depletes at all. Sometimes it goes to 0, and it takes like a delayed reaction to them dying. I don't know, but every time it just felt really awkward watching them just take such low damage, especially when you use the super turbo multi-punch thing. I feel like the health bar gets chunked down, or it doesn't much. I don't know. I was very confused at how it was showing health depleting. It didn't make sense, and it looked really ugly. Also, hitting enemies is just not rewarding or fulfilling in any shape and form. I hate it with a passion. Like, especially when you're left clicking, you're trying to left click an enemy. I'm just swinging that sword, I'm trying to get to them. I feel like so many times I'm clicking and nothing happens, or it happens and it looks so slow. The action looks delayed. Again, I don't know if this is like the servers being laggy, but it's so ugly and just unfulfilling to watch that happen on your screen. You don't feel like, wow, my character's cool. You're like, what the hell's my character doing? And that leads me into this other point, and oh my god, this is probably the one thing that I didn't notice at first, but once I did, I couldn't stop being bothered by it. And that's the sound design in this game. It's awful as hell, especially with the skills. Again, the multi-punch. The sound of it is weird. It doesn't sound like a robot throwing multiple punches. It sounds like someone with a thin piece of metal just shaking it back and forth. It's so stupid. I really don't understand why they thought, wow, that's a great sound for multi-punching. And even the cannon, it sounds really annoying, and the repetitive just holding your right click with it, I don't want to listen to that. I don't know why, but the sound design is very unappealing. I don't like listening to any of the abilities being casted whatsoever. I don't even know why. It's a poor effort. Again, it feels like this game is just in a very bad position, because sound design should be something that they have pretty much up to date and perfectly well by this point of beta. Now we have to talk crap about the visuals. In the last game, I thought it was an alpha, so I wasn't too harsh on the visuals, but knowing as far into the beta it is now, visually unappealing by all standards that you can think of. It does look like a mobile game, and you know what? I'm gonna say it. I think this game was supposed to be a mobile game. That's just not how it worked, because fans didn't like that idea, because of course, nobody wants to play a mobile game as a PC gamer. You want your games on PC. It's like that whole Diablo Immortals fiasco. No one wants to play the games they love on PC on mobile. Nobody cares. Why would you do that? This game obviously was going in that direction. And since the fans are like, yo, I don't know about this, they're trying to take it out from there. But my god, it feels like a mobile game. It looks like a mobile game. I don't understand where it is they wanted to take this. In any way, it looks like such a mess. It has like a lost identity. I don't know if it's mobile or not. but it does look like it because you have very limited amount of skills. The skill tree is just disappointing and depressing to look at. You have such a few options. And what's even worse, the action bar you have at the bottom, you only get 6 skills to use. And one of them being your auto attack left click, which I guess later in the game you might not even need. But you only get 6 skills to use, and you look at your skill trees, and you have so many options to take. And now you're telling me, oh, just pick 6 that you can use, and that's it. Why? I even looked at some reviews, and people say you can't even add any more in the settings. Again, why? It's just going to make it mundane and boring that I have to only just hand select a few. I want to use all my abilities. I want to do some crazy crap all over my screen and blow the hell out of the goblins and skeletons. I don't know why they're doing it like that. Even the legendary skill tree is pretty lackluster. It just gives you this random little buff of sorts on your character. And I'll be honest, I never noticed it. It doesn't feel impactful. In general, it feels useless. It's like an unnecessary system just thrown into the game just to say, hey, look at this. I don't want to look at it. It's kind of crap. The overview map as well is really boring and severely outdated. I don't know what they were going with. It reminds me of original MapleStory. Why? Why can't it just be a normal map that I could zoom out of and get like a bigger and broader perspective of the world and be like, wow, I'm here, but this is all there. No, it's like based on, oh, you can see this island here. This island has this name. There's 3 levels or places you can go to in it. See the next level, the next level. Again, it looks so mobile-like. It's actually pretty insulting as a player and a fan of, like, Torchlight. I don't know. I'm just not crazy about it. And the inventory system is whatever. It's so basic. Like, I'm not disappointed or impressed by it. It's an inventory. It works like any other inventory in any other game you've played in your life. So I can't complain about that. So far, that's the only kinda plus we have. It's not looking too good for this game. Not looking good at all. I also find that the boss battles... I did 2 boss battles, to be precise. And it was a skeleton archer and this big weird demon thing that kept like slamming its hands on the ground. But they were really easy. Really, really easy. And I don't even think putting the difficulty higher would have helped much at all. They're slow. Their abilities are very predictable. It's like a child could easily play around it. This game just feels childish. That's the big word I want to use, childish. The only thing I actually really liked from this game was the whole ending boss fight that drops a chest. But not only is there a chest, but there can actually be a little pet cage as well that gives you a new pet. That gives you a new ability. That is sick. And because of the pets you unlock, they all get different abilities. And you can pick whichever 4 you want to put in your character. Llama gives you attack speed. The owl I recently called Bird gives me, what was it again? I think it's defense stats. Yeah, so I have attack speed and defense stats. Kind of cool. I like that the pets give you buffs now. And there's so many different ones you can find in the game. Maybe there'll be some rare ones. I like the idea of collecting pets or just having a pet. Because whenever I play an MMO, like World of Warcraft, for example, I play a hunter. I like pet systems. It's really cool to me, taming pets and then, you know, using them, naming them. It's like a more personal bond with your character. I like that. And so far, that was my only big like. I don't know. This game is nowhere near launch. It's impossible to even believe it. And the fact that they slapped on a $33 price here in Canada, I don't know how much it costs in other places, but it feels really insulting. It's not worth $30+. This game feels like a $10 game or even less. There is no way in hell that people are going to buy this for $30 and want to keep it. I totally understand if you've already refunded it or you're planning to refund it. Go for it. I don't blame you. The game is just, it's not entirely enjoyable at this point. Personally, while I was playing it, I was having fun, but my fun kind of dwindled down as soon as I realized, man, a lot of this is just not that interesting. It's kind of boring. Uninspired. I don't get it. How do they fail this miserably? Why couldn't they just say, hey, you know what? We're going to make a Torchlight 3. We're just going to make a direct sequel. Why couldn't they just start it off like that instantly? Why did they have to go for some kind of free-to-play garbage, and then they're going to have some kind of, like, pay-to-win buying system? You know, like in WoW, you could buy cosmetics and stuff. Were they going to go that route? I don't know. I don't know what the hell they were planning with having this free-to-play. Anyways, all I can say is that we can end this off on a positive note and just say I hope the developers bounce back from this and kind of realize how much of a mess they've made and try to find a very coherent and narrow path that they could follow to make a successful game. Because there's so many improvements at this point. Nobody's going to want to play this when it releases. And I don't blame you at all if you're not interested in this anymore. Just move on. Try to find a different one. Maybe go play Path of Exile again. The new season's out apparently. I haven't played Path of Exile at all. I'm kind of interested in it now because I want to see what a good ARPG plays like, because I haven't played one for so many years. The last one I played was Diablo 3, and we all know how that turned out. Holy hell. But that's it from me, guys. Let me know down below what you think of Torchlight 3, and maybe even tell me what your favorite ARPG of all time is. I would love to know. And on that note, peace out.